Alright guys, just a quick update on the CNC build. I got the aluminum plates cut back from the machine shop, and I did make one mistake. But this is correct. This is the actual build area, or the actual cutting area that I can reach. It's the same size as this aluminum plate. This is 1/2 inch thick. And I've just got it set on there for now. I'll have to drill all the holes for all those to connect, and it'll sit on there, and I'll have a reach from about there. I got this pushed. This is still loose, but I got it in the center, so you'll know where the center is where the cutting head will be, and it'll have that much travel, and hopefully it won't be as loud and rackety as that. And then for the top portion, I did make a mistake. So let me pull this off of here, and we'll mock up what the A-frame portion looks like and where I messed up. Ooh. So these will be 6.5 inches apart or so, about like that. Oh yeah, they go on top of this. So if you can imagine this middle piece up a little further, and this bar not being here and it being stood upright, it'll just be this shape with an extra bar across. But I'm not going to mock it up that much. So there'll be these going across this way, and on top of these going across this way, there'll be this, and this goes down. And it's going to be like that. And this will be standing upright and be bolted to the set of these that are going across. And here's where I messed up. I bought this plate to bolt to these bearings. And if it was up a little more. And this is a spindle motor that gets bolted to this, so it can go up and down. But you got to have clearance from this bottom edge of these bearing rails, so it could go down about this far, or well, no, it could go down a lot farther to reach what you're working on. But I just made it too short. Let me get that off of there, it's too heavy. But I made it too short. I should have made it the full length of this bottom one, and it would have been just fine. So when these bushing blocks are all the way up, this would be the same length as this, and then the head would be right here. But for some reason I took the distance that the bearing blocks are apart. So you got this much travel, but you have to have a distance apart for these bearing blocks. So when they get to the edge, you lose that much travel. So you got to calculate the distance apart the bearing blocks are, and I screwed up there. So if I use this block of aluminum here, it would work, but I would only have 12 inches of Z height travel. And I'm still doing some figuring, but I might go ahead and just order the correct piece and be done with it. I'm not exactly sure if I can figure a way out of that problem or not. I mean, I could just spread them out a whole lot like this. No, I couldn't do that. I've got to leave some room at the bottom. or this won't go down any farther. So either way, I'll figure it out. I might have to just buy another one of these blocks, and then this will just be a $30. This piece right here is 30 bucks. It's 1/2-inch aluminum, just like everything else. Nice and stiff, no flex in this, and that's what I'm going for. So I'll get it straightened out and get this thing put together sooner or later here. But I did get the air compressor in. It's a ultra quiet air compressor. It's pretty crazy how quiet it is. Just this little thing, but it does what I need, and it's super quiet. It's made for being indoors. I mean, it even says ultra quiet right on it because it really is. So that's going to hook to this coolant and air mister, which I got some more hoses and stuff in for, and I got the water separator, and I got all the piping figured out. So this just connects to the air compressor and shoots the chips away and blows some coolant on it. So yeah, so whichever way I go with this plate here, I might just throw it on there for now. I don't know, who knows, but I got a lot of other stuff I need to get done. But once I get the frame done, then I'm going to line the frame with welded steel channel, which I already bought. I need to cut it yet, but I'm going to get the aluminum extrusion frame all put together, and then I'm going to make like a welded steel channel exoskeleton for it to stiffen it completely up. They're all going to be bolted. I'm just going to have a bunch of holes all the way through that steel, hundreds of holes, as many as I feel like doing, and use the clamps for the V-slots. And yeah, I'll have a steel exoskeleton, and it's going to need it holding up all this weight. You know, this is all going to be up in the air, being held by the A-frame that goes across. But yeah, my battery's dying. Alright, later.